Hi, my name is Brandon Hadnot Walker. I'm actually an MPS grad, and today I'm honored to be able to read to you Doctor Dyslexia Dude, which is a graphic novel written by Dr. Shawn Robinson and Dr. Inshirah Robinson, and I so happen to be the illustrator. So it's a great pleasure to be able to read to you all today, especially being an MPS scholar myself. So it's really exciting to be able to read to some students who are in the Milwaukee Public Schools program, and I'm just really thankful for the opportunity. So we'll just go ahead and get started then. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right. This story starts out about this dude I know very well. I am one of the only people that knows the original story about Shawn Robinson, Doctor Dyslexia Dude. This story starts out way before I even knew him. His story has been retold, backwards and forwards, side to side, inside out, and even bottom to top. Sad thing is, that's how Shawn would see things on the written page. Now here's my version of the story. Everybody thought everything was okay with Shawn until he got to school. This dude was more excited about socializing than learning. Hey, Shawn, wait up. Huh? His friend stops him in the hallway as he's just about to reach his special ed class. Want to go to... Wait, is this your class? Actually, nah. I'm down the hall, man. Come on. Before arriving to his 7th grade special education classroom, Shawn was misbehaving in the hallway with his friend, despite his teacher telling him on repeated occasions to keep quiet and stop fooling around. Days later in the school hallways. Oof, he runs into his teacher. Excuse me. Ah, look who it is. Shawn Anthony Robinson. Seems to me you've lost your way to my class. Again. Uh-oh. Walking into class was not only terrifying. Gulp. Shawn is very afraid to enter this classroom. As you can see, it's a very scary place. But class also increased Shawn's immature behavior. Shawn would intentionally speak loudly to avoid reading. Boo! It stinks in here. Who needs class anyway? Said Shawn. One day, when he settled into class, the teacher informed everyone that they would be reading aloud from the history book. You're late, said Shawn's teacher, and assigned each student a passage. Slam! All the books go on the table. All right, class, listen up. It's history time. I will be calling on... Shawn waits with anticipation. The first 5 of you to read passages from the history books. Now all the other students in the classroom look really excited to go, so confident. Joey, Ashley, Shannon, Brittany, and... Gulp. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And then the teacher finally calls his name. Shawn. The clock was ticking by, and in his mind it was shattering. He was just so afraid. Please, just let class end before my turn is up. They're all reading so fast. It's almost my turn. Oh no. As the other students began reading, the clock started running in his head. Shawn was hoping and praying that the period would end before his turn arrived. Shawn. Hey, Shawn, you're next, said his fellow classmates, as he snapped out of his little daydream. Or nightmare, should I say. When is that bell going to ring? Thought Shawn. The first 3 students had completed reading, and Shawn's blood pressure continued to rise. He was getting really nervous. As his turn was getting closer, all he thought about was his escape. He wanted to be saved. As his turn approached, Shawn could not understand what was being read. and how the passages in the book were linked. While he was waiting his turn, Shawn practiced reading and rereading the passage to make sure he did not sound stupid. Shawn was really afraid of people thinking that about him, as you can see. "Shawn," the teacher said, "continue reading." Shawn remained silent. He was just so scared. "Shawn," his teacher said again, "continue reading." And all in Shawn's mind, he just kept on thinking about what his mind was telling him. You can't. Shawn was being attacked from both anxiety and dyslexia. And then, Shawn blurted out some inappropriate curse words out of fear. "I don't want to read this. Leave me alone. Let me out of here. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm not dumb." All things that could get you in a lot of trouble in class. "Shawn," his teacher said, "go to the office." Shawn had saved himself by getting removed from class. He thought it was really clever. Principal's office. However, even though Shawn had got himself out of class, he was in big trouble. Even his mom showed up. And his mom was not happy. But at the same time, he also didn't really help himself out, did he? Fast forward, Shawn's frustration continued. In high school, he felt hopeless and was in constant trouble. He was angry and became a regular in the administration office. Shawn was then sent to an alternative school, all because of his behavior. No adult was teaching him how to read. Despite his academic obstacles, he became a peer mentor within the Special Olympics program. Look at that. Then he started experiencing success. But as a high school senior, his reading scores reflected that of an elementary school student. He was still angry and at the bottom of his class. The story of Shawn learning to read is when he met Dr. Robert T. Nash. Dr. Nash saw Shawn's academic potential. And back in Shawn's college room, he says, "I won't be afraid anymore." And then this will become a battle of negative thinking versus positive thinking. One would win, but which one would it be? Never mind, we will talk about this later. Here's how Shawn turned himself around. He finally realized his challenges and began dealing with them. Years later, Shawn's struggles brought him where he is today. This guy never listened to teachers or adults who would put him down, ignoring all of the negativity. Shawn would always say, "The journey may be long, but stay encouraged and hopeful, and you too can succeed." Dr. Nash inspired Shawn to become a scholar through his undergraduate degree, his master's degree, and there's another picture in here of Dr. Robert T. Nash and Shawn Robinson. They have become great friends. Shawn Robinson became Dr. Shawn Anthony Robinson. And with his positive attitude, he is paving the way. By seeing himself as a superhero, Shawn conquers his battles with dyslexia and inspires others to do the same. Making people and parents recognize the problem of dyslexia in kids, especially African American males, so he can get kids diagnosed early and get them the help they need. So let's stop labeling kids as bad kids instead of seeing their struggle and frustration with reading. It's okay if you're frustrated. By the way, with all the stuff going on in his story, I forgot to introduce myself to you. My name is Jeremiah, and I don't just call him Dr. Shawn Anthony Robinson, Dyslexia Dude. I call him Dad. The end. So, that is Doctor Dyslexia Dude, the first book. There's actually a second one here that maybe I'll get the chance to read to you guys another time. And thank you once again for allowing me this opportunity to be able to read this book to you. I had a whole lot of fun illustrating it, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it because I I enjoy reading it every single time that I get the chance to. So this has been a special opportunity, especially being able to read to some fellow MPS students, MPS scholars, I mean, because you guys are smart. And I just want to leave you guys with one last message that you guys are superheroes too. Whatever it is you might be struggling with, just know that it's going to be okay. As long as you don't quit, you will get to that point that you've been dreaming about. Keep on following your dreams. You're going in the right direction. Make sure that you're listening to your teachers. Be nice to others. Be courteous. Be kind. Be strong. I know that right now the world might be a big scary place, but as long as you continue to follow through with your education, you continue to obey your parents and your teachers, and you stick to it, you're going to be all right. If anything, I believe in you because I know that you're a superhero, and I'm cheering you on all the way through your journey and your big fun adventure. So until next time.
Perfect.